Yizo! Tony Soulflow did 22 years. Cheers! He's so proud of the time he's done, it's coming at his ears. He never shuts up about his 22 years. When he's at the mall, 22 years. In a bathroom stall, 22 years. Playing basketball, 22 years. He says, what's up, y'all? 22 years. He says, what's up, y'all? 22 years. Crap! We got into an argument once, and he said, don't you know I've done 264 months? Then I told him it's just attention that he seeks. He said, bitch, I did 1,134 weeks. I was like, damn, that's a long time. He said, wait till I tell you about all my crimes. I was shocked at the way he chose to fucking brag about it. I no longer even want to ask about it. Yes, oh! Why do you live in a shelter with 45 gays? He said, I don't want to, but I have nowhere else to stay. Life's hard after doing 8,035 days. What the fuck? Yeah. He keeps talking about all the times that he got into shit. I said, I gotcha, but why you using different increments? I'm like, I don't get it. Why would you ever want to flaunt this? He said, by the way, you know I did my time in Florence. Fuck. Here he goes again. He won't stop talking about how he was in the pen. He said, listen, it's really not even your business, but I'll tell you this, if it wasn't for the witness, I never would have had to do 11 million minutes. This is sickness. I give up, he's really proud that he's a loser, a sexual abuser. Let him spend his life riding around on a scooter. There's no fucking doubt that he was really once a shooter, but while he was locked up, he surely took it in the pooper. Super duper. Uh-oh, Tony, where's your vape? You ain't no hero, there's no cape. Your motherfucking head's the shape of an alien from outer space. And by the way, who did you rape? Oh, that's right, your son's mother! You sex offender motherfucker! Tony Soulflow! Let me explain to you something. You are just a lame who is fronting. And I'm a better man on my worst day than you will ever be, even on Theological Thursday. And I'm out. Soulflow, you're a bitch. I'll get back to you soon. Peace, everyone. Venmo Bald-Sicilian.
Yizzo! Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. All right. I woke up at a halfway decent time today, but I did schedule this show late last night, so, there would actually be some notice because I don't do that often. I'm going to start trying to do it more. So anyway, there's a lot to be happy about again today. It's just everything feels different. Everything feels different, doesn't it? It's amazing. You walk outside and you say, oh, I never noticed all the beauty, Everything's different with Soulflow gone. Everything really is. I love it. I love it. I'm having a ball with it. Every time I think about it, I smile. I was listening to Kasparov's show from this morning. I think he might be more happy about it than I am. Oh, he's a fucking trip. Telling you, man. Good stuff. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Sally, you got all Mimo? Nor Nicosia. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. May have to go live from a cigar factory in Cuba soon. Maybe the locals would like to shake my hand. I bet they would. Single Tina, 305. Hi, I'm newly single. I look like Shamu, looking for an aggressive man who drinks. Again, Tina, again. You haven't had enough of that yet. Michael Hensley, we love you more. Angela Jade, good morning. Nick Valente, what's up, my brother? Hey now. Oh, that's all right, man. Have a good day at work. Rolex and race cars. Mike Schlick, what's up? Mike Schlick, how the fuck are you? Devado eating cancel culture woke joke. Oh, man. War, did I shout you out? Bill Brasky. Sven Larson, Yizzo. You got a thing down here, right? Your member thing? Where is that? Did I already see that? Member for 37 months. Thank you so much, brother. 37 months. That's awesome. It's been a long time. Holy shit. All right, let's see. No Moss YouTube. John DeLong. That's Frank and Shyla Spellbound Creations. You hear the good news, Shyla? Who is Tina going to call now at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and remind them to go eat their hot dogs in the fridge and take their vitamins and stop drinking so early? Who's she going to call? I think she has what do you call it? I don't know if there's a specific name for it. But people who, women like who never had no kids and they always need somebody to take care of, so they look for broken men and shit. What would you call that? A loser? Probably, right? What good news? SoFlo, damn. SoFlo has been deported. Or at least he's, in jail waiting to be deported. Something of the sort. You didn't hear about this? Holy shit. Where have you been? Hey, Robert Miller. Did I mention this? Yeah, I did. Last night I did a politics show. It was a very slow one. It was terrible. But I mentioned that, the guy, because I did do a whole show on the politics channel telling the MAGA people, you can use them for some shit every now and then. Hey, you want to get somebody deported? Why don't you go sign this petition? He's a horrible guy. He's a scumbag, And last night I told everybody the good news. No more SoFlo. What's up, Darren C4? She's going to start eating more because she's depressed. No. She can't eat any more than she already does. Oh, is that right? Yeah, it doesn't even seem possible, does it? Hey, Mike Slick. Maybe that's why I didn't believe it in the beginning, because it's so great. Wasn't it, Angela J? Those people are fucking scumbags. No, not yet. Not yet. What was I saying? It's just it's impossible to believe that we have gotten rid of. This is like a hit. Kasparoza and Maureen pulled. This is like a hit. Like they had him killed. Basically, he's gone. He's gone. There's nothing we could do about it. Remember, Goodfellas? Yeah. Oh shit. It's like I never believed it was possible. Now the question is, how do we get rid of, say, Tony Pizza, for example? Of course, there's a lot of people I'd like to get rid of on here, honestly, but the only way to is to kill them, and I'm not ready to do that yet. That's Facts B. What's going on, brother? It's like at least you know what the hell you're talking about. I know. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, they get much worse than that when there's like 500 people in the chat and shit. Oh my god. It's nuts. That was extremely slow last night. That only happens every now and then. So anyway, guys, all I can say is, I'm going to take pleasure in this. I'm going to, just like everybody else, I'm going to, I still haven't really shared the good news with everybody I need to share it with, although I did tell Shanna that it does appear to be true now. She was thrilled about that. All the people whose families she came after. And I was listening to Angela this morning, and she made a point. Angela said about Angel, that SoFlo, with the exception of my family, went harder at her family than anyone else's. Like really, really. I mean, I don't know how many of you were here then or how many of you remember it, but it was SoFlo type shit. Disgraceful, disgusting. And that was a good point she made because, I think she was talking about the fact that, Angel befriended the guy and stuff. And that she's probably happy about this because of what SoFlo did to her family, but she won't acknowledge it. She'll never admit it out loud, which I believe. Because it's just like the politics stuff I talk about. It's like when you've invested so much, like Angel made herself look really, really bad by befriending this guy all over again. So now if you fucking admit, oh my God, I hated him, I just did it. It's just like she's not willing to do it. I don't think anyone could have topped Joe becoming an addict. Oh wait, let me read this again. I didn't think anyone could have topped Joe becoming an addict, frolicking with NB. I think, are they knocking on my door? It's housekeeping. I don't know if it's my door or next door. I'm going to do this all over again. I didn't think anyone could have topped Joe becoming an addict, frolicking with NB, and losing his wife. If true, SoFlo would top that to the roof, baby. Good point, Nora Nicosia. That is, sometimes I forget all about that. Yes, it's SoFlo. Yeah, he's saying it's housekeeping. Sounds more like a Tino. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I forget about it sometimes, but Joe did destroy his own entire life. I mean, he really did. Joe had it made, man. He would sit up there in the attic and eat candy with his boyfriend, BK, and stuff, go through his sneaker and baseball card collections, and had a wife who loved him and made a fuck ton of money. She's probably making $250,000 a year on her own. Had a comfortable life where he didn't have to do shit, and left it all for a horse. It's unreal. People, I don't know. I wonder if the Joe looks back on it now and says, like, toothless, toeless, and says, "What the fuck did I do? What did I do?" Because remember, it was revealed that NB was basically trying to ruin Joe's life behind the scenes. I wonder what Chicago Muscle thinks. He rode hard for the guy. I wonder the same thing. In my opinion, I think that he's probably happy. I can't speak for the guy, but I would think he is. Everybody should be. Everybody, even if you're his friend, because I don't care if you're his closest friend. It was only a matter of time until he turned on you. And especially with Chicago, because let's be honest, like. During their friendship, I talked to SoFlo at times, and he talked more about hating Chicago Muscle. And this is when, this is during their best friendship, He fucking hates him. He blames Chicago for everything. He blames Chicago for Tina's law firm being put out there. He'd call me up and he'd go, "Big dog, it's I forget what he would call him. He might have just called him Muscle, but this is his fault, big dog. He's the one that did this in the beginning," talking about, putting out Tina's work information and other things too. Pretty much everything bad that's happened to Tony, he blames Chicago Muscle for. The only reason SoFlo teamed up with him is because he sees Chicago as being as brutal as him. And Tony always wants somebody to help him. You got to remember, this is a guy who 3 weeks ago was talking about how he's going to get Jim Terry after me. He's a grown man. He's talking about getting somebody else after me. He's a scumbag, so he likes people that he perceives as being like him, people that will go as low as he does. So I think that's the only reason, he teamed up with him. But I think secretly they both hated each other. I know, at least with SoFlo, towards Chicago, he hated him. But I think it's the other way. I think it's the same thing with Chicago. I think he fucking probably despises the guy, but they remain friends for a lot of different reasons. Mainly because, and I'll bet my life on this, the main reason they remain friends is because they were both scared of each other. Maybe not scared. Maybe that's a bad way to say it. But I mean, neither of them wanted to be at war with the other ever again. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. Joe ate pills long before NB and him became a thing. We were just the witness to it at that point. Yeah, but I think it got out of hand because I think at home he couldn't do quite as much as he could when he was staying in a motel or whatever he was doing. War. Bro, is that show still available with highlights? Crazy ass mom. Oh yeah, yeah. That's just search Fat Bald-Sicilian highlights mom. Addiction is awful. Casey, that's what it. Listen, we have no reason to believe. Well, I was going to say we have no reason to believe otherwise, but it still hasn't been confirmed as far as finding him, locating him somewhere in a jail cell or in another country. Or there's no information about him on the ICE website and all that. So that still worries me. But at this point, I'm just going to believe it because I want to believe it, But I'm still, there's still a part of me that thinks he could pop up at any second because I just don't have proof he's gone, But I hope he is. Holy shit. I knew the owner from the 80s, and I think they own the building too. I don't recall when they sold. It's the same people like this. Who are you talking to? I don't know. You're talking about to Darren. Hold on one sec. Okay. CM is a better person. Oh, yeah. Better than SoFlo, he is. He is. There's no question he's better than SoFlo. Of course, that's not a real high bar. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, it doesn't take a lot to be a better person than SoFlo, but he is. Definitely. Look what Flo said about his wife. You can't bash a man's wife the way he did and be friends. I'm sorry. Yeah, and vice versa, what Chicago said about Tina and stuff and all that shit. Yeah, you always, I think it's even worse. Okay, let's just say me and Chicago had that beef instead of SoFlo in Chicago. I think it would be better for me to stay away from him because talking to him all the time would just be a reminder of all the shit he did. You know what I mean? So I think it's tougher to be friends because I don't even know if you really can be after doing that much damage to each other. I think I just rather. That's why. That's another reason, guys. Once I'm done with somebody, I don't. I fully admit that I became friends with SoFlo again for very simple reasons. I don't deny it at all. I don't care what it sounds like. I just wanted all the bullshit to stop, and I knew that motherfucker had to either be my friend or my enemy. That's the only way he'd be satisfied. So I said, fuck it. Let me just, be cool with him just to make this shit stop. Obviously the last year or so, I changed my mind about stuff like that. I just didn't give a fuck anymore. But other than that, you don't see me, once I'm friends with somebody and we are no longer friends, you don't see me become friends with them again. You know what I mean? You don't, because there's a reason the friendship ended to begin with, I looked at, yeah, he did. I got that. Yeah. Tony got struck. He will be back after the strike. No, not true. Tony would just open a new channel. He's got multiple channels. Yeah, exactly. War. Yeah. What did he get pinched for? The YouTube stuff. Well, he had a deportation order since 1986, but he got to stay in this country basically because Cuba didn't want him back. Except now, with what's going on with this administration and ICE, they're just deporting anybody. They don't care if Cuba don't want you back. They'll send you to El Salvador. They'll send you to Guantanamo Bay. They'll send you wherever. And that's why Tony finally, with the help of a lot of people from MobTube, a lot of people like Maureen and Casperosa and I don't know how much anyone else was involved, but a lot of other people are taking credit. Those people, and they might be involved. Anybody who was involved, basically, who helped to get Tony deported. I mean, he might not have gotten deported without them. Howie, I believe, talked to the FBI about SoFlo, which, by the way, so did I. Like 2 years ago, I provided an FBI agent with all this stuff on Tony. I'm not ashamed to say it, including the fact that he doesn't really belong in this country. And so did a friend of mine. I'm not going to say who, but a friend of mine spoke to the same agent and actually had like an ongoing, let's just say, a long-term conversation with the guy. Was talking to him regularly about Tony's situation. But that was a couple of years ago. I mean, I tend to think whatever these guys did, Howie, Kasparova, Maureen, anybody else, who I think they said even Josie took part in it, they got him deported, I think. I mean, he might have gotten deported anyway because, again, this administration, they're trying to get their numbers up. So they're deporting anybody they can. So he might have gotten deported anyway. But what we know for sure is that if he's deported now, it happened around the time a whole lot of people were working on getting him deported. So, anybody who is involved in this, they deserve credit for it. 2 years ago, I contacted the FBI as well. He definitely had a lot of reports. Yeah, a lot of people spoke to him. I mean, I told you I had to have a report from what he was doing with my family. He was going after everybody's jobs and stuff. And the FBI agent I was talking to, his name is Jay. I'm not going to say his last name, but he's one of the 2 agents that showed up at Tony's house, SoFlo's house. And I told you, he called me like 2 or 3 days after that, and he asked me, has SoFlo been bothering you anymore? Like, they were looking for something. I could tell by the way that the agent was talking. They had some sort of case on him, I believe, and they were just looking for that last piece of the puzzle so they could actually lock him up. Well, his name was Jay. His last name started with a D. I'll say that. He's from the Miami field office. Jason, well, my guy was Jay, so it's possible. Did his last name start with a D? Yeah, oh yeah, probably, yeah. And Josie, I think, to talk to the same agent. A lot of people talked to the FBI about this guy a long time ago, and since, I guess. So, and plus, there was somebody who I'm not going to, there was somebody else who might have been working on this, whose name I'm not going to tell you, but did you guys get any more confirmation of his status? Not yet. This morning I checked. He's still not in the system, but that could be because he already got deported. They might have already sent him out of here. I heard Kasparova say this morning that he thinks it happened on the 10th or after the 10th. If that's the case, I don't know if he'd be deported already. But maybe he's locked up somewhere and he's just not showing up in the system. But that's what makes me nervous, is that he's not showing up. He's not in Miami-Dade County Jail. He's not in ICE detention. He's not. Unless somehow the system didn't update yet. But we're talking about 4 days at least. So, you know what I mean? I would think it would have by now. And I talked to ICE. I talked to the woman at ICE 7 minutes. I talked to her, and she said he's definitely not in ICE custody. So I don't know, but I because of Maureen's effort and Kasparova's effort, I talked about them yesterday. They are no joke. They don't fuck around. I mean, if they decide they're going to do something like get a guy deported, they will put their all into it. They will work day and night, 24 hours a day around the clock to make it happen. So I kind of believe it. Plus, the congressional aide she talked to did say he's in ICE custody. So, and that could mean maybe he was picked up and he's out on bond now. That's what worries me. Or maybe he was picked up and just deported right away, so he's no longer in ICE custody. I was just hoping the woman would tell me when she said he's not in custody. Maybe she'd say, well, he was picked up and he was shipped out. He's not in our custody anymore, but she didn't. She said he's just definitely not in ICE custody. I don't think he is now, is he? Because remember, they had some issues. Yeah, Janie, I think so too. I think so too. Tom Sheehy, 20 pounds. CM is just as bad as So Slow. LOL. Sorry, I fucking hate him. I know you do, Tom. I know. I don't blame you. You have every right to. You have every right to. Thank you for the 20 pounds, my brother. Hey, maybe people will donate today. It's not likely, but I got to give it a shot, right? I've been doing pretty good for you guys lately. Going from Miami to Cuba, what a gift that is to all of us. Fuck him. Dude has done so much evil. I know. And all that time in paradise, and he was never outside. The only times we saw him outside was at night. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'll never get over that. You know what I'm saying? I will never when it's 29 degrees, you can find me at a skate park. Okay? When it's drizzling, you could find me at a skate park. Like, when the winds are high now, even now when there's high winds, I'm at a skate park. I'm doing something I enjoy in the sunlight. And Soflo just sat around and drank his beer and fucking smoked his weed and never enjoyed any of it. Told me 2 years since he's been to a beach. That should be illegal. It should be required if you live in Miami that you visit the beach at least weekly. He would have definitely popped up somewhere by now if it weren't true. Yeah, I wasn't so sure at first because, like I said, Tina could definitely be keeping him off here. But I'm starting to think so more and more, because the satisfaction people are getting would drive him insane. How happy everybody is. He would love nothing more than to just crush everybody and pop up. And it would drive him crazy to know that people are this fucking happy about this shit. And, he'd be getting reports from everybody and he'd be watching the stuff himself. So I think it would be pretty impossible to keep him off, even if he had to go live from his phone. Antonino, $20 for Get a Celebration cigar. I will. Thank you, man. Thank you very, very much. I will. Awesome. Good to see you, Antonino. I recall them talking about a petition. Yeah, there was a petition. It's still up. I think change.org, Jorge Orlando Espinoza. I'll tell you what. Did I tell you that I looked this shit up on AI? Or did I do that yesterday on the show? I think I might have done it for you guys, right? It's amazing the information they have. Let's see. So slow blow, bang that Trump drum hard. What an idiot. Well, that's another thing that's so great. How many times did I say, you look like a douchebag? You're a Cuban guy who's a fucking illegal immigrant, and you have a Trump hat on. I mean, nothing gives me more satisfaction than seeing a Trump supporter deported. Nothing. I mean, it's just the greatest fucking irony ever. You know what I mean? It's like, look at him. He's gone. The guy he voted for. He voted for his own demise. Yep. I'm sorry, not voted, supported if they're legal. Supported. It's great. Supported a guy. You wore your stupid "Make America Great Again" hat. You talked all good about Trump, and away you go. Away you go, you stupid fuck. I told you, it's like a chicken voting for Popeyes. It's bizarre. It gets to the point where there's no longer just drama. This has affected a lot of people in their real lives. Oh, it certainly has. It certainly has. He really fucked with people in every way possible, And by the way, when I say I'm very angry, so when I say he did more to my family than anyone else's, I don't know that. He probably did, most likely, because I was his main target always. Remember the "it was always you" speech from like a month ago? But he, bottom line is, it doesn't matter who he did it to the most. He did it to all of us. There's not a person on here that I could think of whose family he didn't go after. You know what I mean? And it's just off limits, and it has affected people mentally, emotionally. It's draining. Believe me, guys. Oh my God. When I was first fighting with him, I told you, I never told you it was because of him, but there was days I would wake up sick to my stomach because I didn't even want to look at my phone. Because the fucking with my family shit was all new back then. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing well with it. Like, I wanted to actually kill him, just like Tony Pizza. I would fantasize about killing him. I'm not kidding. And it would really affect me, man. I'd be sick to my fucking stomach because I'd wake up and it would be something new in my text messages, or he'd be live already by the time I woke up. It's like he's over there doing this and this and that, and it's just, oh my God, it would make me sick to my stomach. It would make me sick to my stomach. I didn't even want to look. Remember, I used to tell you guys, don't tell me anything, because I'd be out with Shanna for the night or something, and I'd get a text about something this fucktard did to my family. It would drive me insane. That changed. That all changed. I don't give a fuck now, but that was tough, man. And I know I'm not the only person who felt like that. I know Angel, too. It made her sick. There's no doubt about it. The shit he was doing to her family. And a lot of other people on here, I believe he definitely attacked Angela's family. I mean, we know what he did to Maureen. He attacked Lee Cole's family, for Christ's sake. He attacked, well, I'm not going to talk, MRE fucking deserves it, but he attacked his family. He attacked Common and Armand's families. He attacked, which he did a terrible job at, by the way. A lot of people, everybody. SoFlo ran his mouth about a lot of people, you never know who helped. Yeah, I know. These deportations that DeSantis is doing happen swiftly. The flight occurs as soon as they are picked up, and the flight occurs one right after another. They don't waste time. It's like buses, huh? The 7:15 plane will be here any minute. You're right. He isn't Hannibal Lecter. For fuck's sake. He should be on there. What? For the record, I was never friends with that piece of shit ever. I never supported anything he did. Some people have the wrong perception, whatever. Was I friendly with him? Sure. Like many others at one point. Yeah, everybody kind of became friendly with him at one point or another. I still blame Jimmy Calandra for all this. Because I swear to God, I hated that motherfucker SoFlo in the beginning. And Jimmy's like, give him a chance. He's a decent guy. And it's like, all right. Slow ho, pulled the ultimate stunt, got himself deported to not pay Tom. He'd rather get deported than pay Tom back. The enforcer. SoFlo has fucked up his life for this rat tube, and the sad thing, he never made any money. So much for the land of the free. Dangerous times for America. Sad. The enforcer, he never made shit, bro. His best month was probably $800, and that was back in the beginning when he was friends with a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And even like my audience kind of always, they were always the ones that donated. If you were cool with them, you made money. And I remember, back then it was $800. He showed me in South Beach, and I was like, at that point in time, my fucking checks, just my checks from YouTube were like $4,400 a month, and then I would get my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, which was another around $6,000 or something. It was like $800. Oh, you're killing it. I also believe that people that willingly gave out someone's personal information to just harass them should also be held accountable. Oh, me too. I think he's around. Does anyone check the glory hole in the place in Miami called having a hard on? That's great. Oh my God. Do you feel any sense of gratitude to this administration and ICE if they sent this guy out of the country? Think the Biden admin would have done it? I don't know, but I don't care about that. I don't. You got to understand, Saigodkin. I don't agree with what they're doing. So I don't. I would never feel a sense of gratitude for what they're doing. They're terrorizing people. They killed an innocent woman in the middle of the street. They're fucking pepper spraying trick or treaters. They're deporting people that have been in this country for years, and they just work on a farm all day and then go home and they're with their families. I mean, I just don't agree with what they're doing, period. So no, I mean, if I could abolish ICE, well, and I wouldn't want to abolish ICE, to be quite honest. I don't want tons of illegals in the country either. But I mean, if I could, trade it, SoFlo gets to stay in the country and these fucktards have to chill the fuck out, I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't feel any gratitude towards Trump. Trump's an animal, and so is ICE. They're all animals, So no, it's simply just a positive result from all the horrible shit that this administration is up to. It's one single positive result. That's it. I know you did. Me too, FBS. That's why I told you yesterday I had to take a long break and get away from this. I have to worry about my daughter. Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the thing. That's why people are taking such pleasure in this. A lot of people have attacked families in response to other people attacking their families and shit like that. But this guy, man, not only would he just attack your family, I mean, he would figure out, he would try to go after the person you cared about the most, not just people in your family. And he didn't care if the person was dead. He didn't care if the person was a child. He didn't give a fuck. It didn't matter. I mean, that guy is such a sick fuck that he had to win at all costs. And the funny part is he never really won, but in his mind he did. He's delusional. He used to think he was just a month ago. He was saying he was destroying me every day. Meanwhile, I was mangling him. You know what I mean? Kicking his ass. So he feels like he's winning. He has no heart. He doesn't feel anything for anyone. I truly believe that. If you look at his family life, his whole fucking family hates him. His whole fucking family, the entire family, had restraining orders against him. You know what I mean? I don't think he feels for kids. I don't think he feels for loved ones. I just don't. I don't think he ever cared about Tina. Tina was just his meal ticket. And that's why he's capable of doing those things. Like me, I could despise you, but I don't want to see you suffer. You know what I mean? Or I don't, as far as I might want to see you suffer, but not, by going after your children or something like that, because you're talking about true pain and anguish. Like you're putting somebody through, you'd have to do some really bad shit to me. And you'd have to do bad shit to my family for me to go after yours, that way. And I don't think I'd ever go as low as he did. You have never, ever, 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 ever heard me insult somebody's dead child. Never. I wasn't having it. And they knew that. Chicago and SoFlo knew it when we were cool. Yeah. And because of him, there were other people in the community that were making fun of my children's father that died of an overdose. That's what I mean, sick people. And you know what? You don't do that, because maybe your father will die of an overdose or your kid or something. Don't do that to people. Karma's a motherfucker. You should update your intro song to include rhymes for Detained. Well, I'm just going to write one. The thing is about, my little trip here, that's why when somebody said vacation the other day, he's a fucktard. I am like busier than I am at home because there's certain things I have to do while I'm here throughout the day. And then I get back to the room and I do 2 shows and it's damn near midnight. You know what I mean? So I don't have much time for anything right now. Plus, I'm still shopping for Shanna's birthday, which is Monday. And I'm, I got a lot going on. So he attacked Bambi's forehead, which wasn't nice. Well, it wasn't that bad. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know Bambi. I couldn't even tell you what Bambi looks like, I don't think. I don't fucking know. See, the thing SoFlo failed to see is he would say, I can say whatever I want. No, he isn't a U.S. citizen. He is afforded the same rights as the... Well, that's another thing. That's why nobody should have sympathy for him, because you got to remember, He did everything in his power to get himself deported. When you are in that delicate situation, and that's Tony, that's how much he that's how important revenge is to him, that he would take himself down just to try to take you down. Like, he put himself in a situation where people were constantly calling the FBI on him, and he knew there was a deportation order out for him. So I have first of all, no matter what, I'd have no sympathy for him. But you know, especially when you add that to the mix, like he just thought he could do whatever the fuck he wanted, and he would just get to stay here. You know? Oh, Carmine, who are you? Carmine, who? Oh, you're here to start trouble or some shit? SoFlo is shackled to the floor of a C-130 on its way to El Salvador. Air Force superiority, big dog. Yeah, Air Force superiority. Yeah. Look at my new private jet, big dog. I know. I get so much pleasure listening to the Ripper's last show now, knowing he's living in squalor. I know, it's great. I know. It's all Nikki Blade's fault. Kind of is. It actually is Nikki Blade's fault. I'll be honest. There's no question. It's 100% his fault. It is. I love the guy. You know, I'm not mad at him. It's my boy. But yeah, I mean, it's his fault 100%. He knows it. Tina's parents are going to have to pay for all the lawyers. They've been supporting them too forever. I don't even know if they're going to bother. I don't even know if this is a situation where a lawyer can help bring him back. I don't know. I don't see. I don't know a whole hell of a lot about this process, but maybe there's a way for him to come back, but I certainly hope not. I'll never forget the day I had to finally go into work and tell my captain I was being picked on and show them the page. I told them me and Angel got votes. They were like, Angel who? You and Angel got votes? What do you mean? They were like, Angel, yeah, Gotti, I know. Nobody knows. It's like we speak in our own language here. We all know the same shit, same people. But when we talk to somebody who's an outsider, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Chris, just to let you know, 2015, I was run over by a hit-and-run driver and made me paralyzed, and I've been watching you a long time. Thanks for keeping me busy. So next month, I'd like to get a membership. Oh, Robert, that's awesome, man. I'm sorry to hear that, though. That's terrible. But you don't have to. Don't worry about getting a membership. Maybe we can get you one. But that's I appreciate, the compliment, so to speak. Like, in other words, I'm glad I was able to provide entertainment that kept you busy and stuff. But I'm so sorry to hear about your situation. That is unbelievably sad. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Talk to Texas. The worst, makes me sound dumb. It's fucking useless. Families stalked. Families bothered online, messing with people's jobs, posting pictures of people's houses, posting photos of people's houses. It was never ending. Never ending, man. Love life. It can change in a moment. It can. All right, guys. This is what I'm going to do. And I'll probably lose some people, whatever. But this is priceless. Everybody should stick around and watch this. This is what I was going to play yesterday, but we were just on a mad tear about SoFlo for, hour and a half or something. I got to play you guys this pizza shit. It's just too fucking good not to. And we're going to have some fun. Now, what I would like to ask you guys to do would be to donate. Yesterday, I don't even want to talk about how bad. The money's been for like 4 or 5 days. There was one good day I made like maybe around $300. But if you guys could donate, man, please do so. I'm doing the best I can. I come on here when I should really, be spending as much time as possible with a family member. That's not your problem. But I take time out of my day to do this stuff. So how are 2 donations ignored? Angela Jade, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Angela Jade. Thank you very much. What did I ignore? Oh, Sunburst. Oh, my God. Match, maybe. Come on. Oh, thank you, brother. I didn't even see that. And then $3 super sticker. Thank you, bro. I'm sorry I missed that. And by the way, guys, Robert B is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. So when he says match, you must match. That's cool. My bad, brother. I would never, you know me, I would never do that. All right, now let's watch this, guys, because this is the fucking best, man. Hold on. Not yet. Not quite yet. Watch this. This is fucking. All right, here. Let's just get to it.
It's funny, like how I'm listening to this fucking fat bald jerk off wearing a skull cap and a fucking hoodie fucking jacket with a fucking backdrop behind him. He's trying to make people think he's not home because he told everybody he's got to go on the run.
Yeah, I was joking about going on the run, fuckface. But I've been talking about taking this trip. It's the same trip I took. I'm literally in the same hotel, in the same exact place I was in November for like 7 or 8 days. You know, I told you I have a sick relative with stage 3 lung cancer, and I'm trying to spend as much time with this person as possible. It's fucking 10 hours away from home, but it's important. And as far as the skull cap and the flannel hoodie I was wearing, Tony, I wear shit like that all the time. Maybe not on the show because I'm in my house. It's nice and fucking warm. And, you know, I'm not wearing a flannel like that. Actually, I have, though. But this is the kind of shit I wear, bro. I always have some sort of fucking, look, I'm on a trip away from home. And I got 3 of these motherfuckers right here. And I think I got like 2 more in the car. When you're fucking bald and you're somewhere where it's fucking 20 degrees, which is about what it's been here, you need something to cover up your fucking head with. Did I read this? I'm sorry, Tom. 20 pounds. It's all FBS's fault. Everything is my fault. Everything. Thank you very much for that, Tom. Pizza's free, eating lamb chops and lobster. Sofla will be sleeping nut to butt with 50 other men on a concrete floor. Actually, that might seem like paradise to Sofla. Yeah. Look. Wait a minute. Let me just play it just because Tony did this, and boy, the satisfaction he's getting now. Please tell me I didn't take it down. There's no way here.
Where he don't belong. Adding himself into a situation that had nothing to do with him. All right? First of all, scumbag, motherfucker. Look at me, cocksucker. Look at me. You know where the fuck I am. You don't got to play this. I'm going to run into him one day. Grab your balls, get in the fucking Uber, whatever the fuck you need to get into, and come see me if you got something on your chest. Fuck face. You're going to sit there and rewrite the fucking history? You bothered my mother way before I bothered that fucking. Get it fucking right, you fucking stupid fucking. All right? You bothered my mother way before I ever called that fucking place. And there ain't a fucking thing you're going to do about it. How's that? But come see me. I got something for you. And I don't need a knife. I don't need no knife. Don't worry about no knife. I'll rip your head off your fucking shoulders.
Sorry, guys. I actually ran outside and took a few hits off his cigarettes, and my glasses got tinted. They're like, what the fuck happened to his glasses? All right, let's get back to this. Oh, this is great, man. He fucking goes off on this shit.
And needs money, right? He's calling everybody a con man, but he's the biggest con man on here.
That's what Tony will say forever. Meanwhile, never conned anyone.
Right? Every time I take a day or 2 off, some new bullshit comes onto YouTube. Okay? Now I listen to
If you listen to Tony talk more and more, you'll realize what a narcissist he is. I mean, he truly believes that everything that takes place because of him. Everything.
Maureen's phone call. And the guy on the phone, it's kind of funny how he sounds just like Don Berlin. He sounds just like Don Berlin.
Hold on. First of all, before I shout out the donations, he sounds nothing like Don Berlin. I talk to Don Berlin all the time on the phone. He sounds nothing like him. Nothing. I heard the guy's voice. The guy sounds like he's 25, 30 years younger than Don Berlin, and they do not have the same voice. He's out of his mind. The fucking conspiracy theories. The congressional aide did tell Maureen, you don't have to worry about him again. I know. That was great to hear. Sally, $5. Okay, now match me. See that? Look at that. Sally is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. And as you know, wait a minute, I did that backwards. As you know, Sally is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. So when she says match, you must match. Prayers to your family, Chris. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. It's been a rough, this last year hasn't been great. You know, I don't know. I get when it rains, it pours, I guess. You know, no big deal. Joey Dimes paid $5. Oh, yeah, $5 for late to the show, matching Sally. Thank you, brother. Oh, shit, look at this. What is this? Soto, $25, authorized, mutual, fuck. What is that? Fuck. I don't know. Thank you very much, though, brother. What was that last word supposed to be? Thank you guys, though, for donating. Look at this. Good shit, man. I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. Pizza hangs on to every word you say and takes it as the truth, even when everyone knows you're joking. Oh, I know. I'm fucking around. Like, I'm not in Alaska. It's just jokes, guys. And Tony, I don't give a fuck no more. This is what Tony Pizza doesn't understand. I could very easily just, show you where I am, and I'm not going to. I'm not stupid, Tony. This is why you get terrorized at hotels and shit. This is why you always have fucking issues. You know what I mean? Because you don't even know how to keep your fucking location secret. And I do. According to my VP. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. But I don't care about proving anything to anyone anymore. Doesn't matter. I should have more credibility than anybody. Everybody knows, whether they want to admit it or not, I tell the truth about things on here. That's all there is to it. And if they don't believe me, fuck them. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm not in a situation where I'm trying to impress anybody or anything else. I'm just doing something I have to do. So, Soto, member for 17 months. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. You guys are great. Vito Calzone, member for 15 months. Holy shit. Look at this. There's more. Soto, $5 matching Sally. Wow. Sven Larson, DKK 100, trying to match Tom. Oh, you're awesome, bro. Thank you so fucking much. Look, man, I really appreciate it, guys. I do. I know. I'm not quite in the great spirits I've been in the last couple of days. I'm trying today. So if I'm a little low energy, my apologies. The fucking delusional BS he comes up with. I know. It's unbelievable. And it gets so much worse. Tony doesn't realize he's not important. People with a life aren't that interested in his life. Don Berlin was the last person I would think is who it was. Yeah, of course not. No. And Maureen doesn't know Don Berlin. You know what I mean? These people, why? The phone call Maureen had was real. There's no question. There was never a question of whether or not that phone call was real. I don't think. Not that I know of. It's just a matter. My only issue was, does he have the right guy? Is this for sure? Just because, again, it just seems too good to be true, But that doesn't mean it isn't. All right.
And how would the fuck,
How would the fuck? How would the fuck?
This jerk off in Pennsylvania who wants everybody to believe he's got some kind of power with the government, who wants everybody to believe that he's tied in with the FBI.
I've never said I have power with the government, fuckface.
And CIA and all this other bullshit, sits there and tries to throw my name in there. Like I conned somebody out of money when I got hit by a car at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
He didn't. All right, I'll go over this. Let me let it play and I'll go over it. In case any of you don't know exactly what's going on here.
A few years ago when I was walking my dog.
Oh, authorized
because I didn't cam up because I didn't want people to
got you, brother. I'm a little off my game today. I'm sorry. Thank you, Soda.
Say, oh, look, he got beat up. No, I got hit by a fucking car. All right. I got hurt. And it only took a week to heal. And I came back on. All right. I didn't con anybody out of a fucking dollar.
First of all, it wasn't a week. He was gone for about 3 days. Okay. He said he had a broken leg and a broken eye socket. You don't heal in 3 days. You don't heal in a week. You don't heal in 6 weeks. You don't know. His fucking eye, he stayed off camera for 3 days. When he came back on, he had a scratch above his eye. A scratch. I've gotten worse scratches shaving. Okay. It looks like he might have been hit with something. Yeah. Somebody might have fucked him up. That was the conclusion we came to is he probably got beat up. There was Mexicans in the motel he was in. He was talking shit about them. Maybe one of them whipped his ass, but there's no way he got hit by a car. He told everybody that he was in the hospital at one point. He went to the hospital in the emergency room. He told him he has a broken leg and a broken eye socket and some various other injuries. And he raised a fuck ton of money off of it, only to find out that there's nothing wrong with him. And of course, I was the one guy, while certain other douchebags were being conned and donating money to this fucktard because they actually believed him, because there's certain losers on here who have been trying for years to be friends with this faggot. I was the one telling you he didn't get hit by a car. There's no chance. And I turned out to be right as usual. What is that crackhead doing at 4 a.m. while walking the dog? I wonder, LOL. Good question.
I was staying in my room in Georgia, and everybody was paying. Everybody was helping me stay in my room. Okay? The same room that
it's funny, D. Gainey.
Joey Dimes doxed and Jorge Espinoza.
Yes. Jennifer, that's right. He said he got hit by a car saving Leon's life. So he laid it on thick to get some money. Yeah.
Doxed and said he was coming there. Okay, because he was in Jacksonville. And that's the same room. I jumped in an Uber and went to Jacksonville.
I jumped in an Uber. What's up, Rottweilers?
Oh.
On his show this morning or something, or yesterday, he's like, he didn't even say hello to Rottweilers in his chat. Bro, I had a lot of people. I just didn't see Rottweilers. Otherwise, I would have. You know what I mean? He takes satisfaction in that somehow, like I did it deliberately. I say hello to everybody. I didn't see him.
And I posted up in Jacksonville, and there was no fucking Jorge Espinoza.
No,
right?
So
Jorge Espinoza, his name is Jorge. It's not Tony. Why does FBS keep calling him Tony?
I don't know. Maybe because we all know him as SoFlo, and we've called him SoFlo 10 million times more than we've ever called him Jorge. It could be that. Why is my name now Street Smart Politics, but people still call me FBS? Because that's how they know me. It's totally understandable. Fuckface.
Why? Because they're asshole buddies. Okay. Why does that?
Here we go with the gay shit again. Can't just say buddies. Got to be asshole buddies. Sick fuck.
Yes, know that Jorge's not in ICE and he's not locked up because they're buddies and the fake fight between them. And he's sitting there saying, you guys don't know what he did to a family member of mine. I'm not saying everything on here. What family member, you fucking blowjob? You don't have
the same family members that he was calling out and literally saying he was going to call. He was saying that he was going to call a couple of my family members And that's literally what he did. That's exactly what he did. So, I mean, I got to tell you everything. Fuck you. Again, Tony, I don't care if you believe me or not. Why would I make that up?
Have any family members? Okay, your brother don't talk to
By the
you.
way, I've told numerous people that are in this chat right now. I told them like right after I found out about it, which was like 2 days after it happened.
Your fake daughter don't talk to you.
Yeah, right.
Your mama's supposedly dead. So who the fuck is she going after in your family? Stop making people think that you're some kind of fucking entity. You're not. You're a fucking blowjob.
I'm not an enemy. An entity? Does he mean an entity? Tony, I pretend to be nothing. I'm simply a fucking person. I'm just a person like everybody else. Okay? That's all. I don't pretend to be anything else.
Job. Sitting in a fucking room with a fucking heavy jacket and a hoodie and a fucking skull cap on. You're inside. You're not even outside. You got the same microphone.
I was outside all fucking day, you dummy. And I don't have the same microphone. Where do you see the boom arm and the fucking Shure microphone? I'm using fucking lapel mics. This is what I got sitting on my fucking desk right now. Look, this little fucking thing. See that? That's my microphone. I have 2 of them. Look. Okay, that's it. I just have them sitting here. And sometimes I put them on my shirt. I don't have my regular microphone. I don't even have the laptop I use now. I'm using my MacBook, the old one. That's what I take with me when I travel. So that's it. And I'm fucking pissed off because I was going to extend my trip a little bit. And I realized this morning I only have 3 fucking more days worth of medication. So I should have brought more with me. So now I got to fucking leave before I, let's just say, need to. I should stay longer.
Same camera in your fucking room, all right? And you want everybody to think that you're not home while you're fucking pretending that you're on some kind of run from something because you threw that in. You were baiting everybody with I had a stressful day and I might have to take off. And
I did have a stressful day. All that was true, but the going on the run part was a joke, stupid ass.
I need money. You know, you sit there calling people con men. You're the biggest fucking con man. You keep dragging my name in. I ain't con nobody out of a fucking.
Thanks for making me laugh, bro. I needed that. Play the video, Dick Dents. That was great. Who is that? Skin that smoke quick. Play the video, Dick Dents.
Good thing in 4.5 years. All right.
Yeah.
I don't got a reason to fucking lie.
Yeah, I didn't have to come here, Tony, and ask everybody to pay for my fucking hotel room. Okay. I while I've been here, I'm doing the same thing I do at home. I'm asking for people to donate for the entertainment. That's it.
Fucking biggest liar on here. Fake news motherfucker. All right. And anybody who listens to you is a fucking retard. All right. I think, and what I
thought about that, Pat. I might actually have to talk to Shanna about that. I don't know how easy that'll be, but I might have to because I need to spend as much time here right now as I can. That's all I can say.
What I always think is all these scumbag channels work for you. Behind the scenes, you're all fucking friends. Okay? From common
no, Victor, I did one last night.
nonsense to Gun Bro to fucking Maureen Mo to fucking Sacchio to fucking Jorge Espinoza. You're all behind the scenes fucking friends. Even toothless fucking Carlos. Okay? This is all pre-created.
Nicosia. So this dummy, this is all pre-created
drama to keep your fucking shitbag channels alive because you've got no fucking content without Tony Pizza. You got no content without.
Yeah, we faked a fight with Tony. And then people got him deported. Tony was fine with it. Tony was like, yeah, let's fake all this. You know what I mean? Well, let's just do it. Let's actually make it real. Just so people don't think it's fake. We'll just do it. But it will all be cool behind the scenes. We won't let anybody know that. You guys can have me deported. No problem.
Without Jorge Espinosa. You got no content. All right? If it isn't for me or Jorge Espinosa, you wouldn't have nothing to fucking talk about because you're all the same. You all share the same fucking brain. And you all have the same fucking...
Look how triggered he is. This is 2 mornings ago. He's fucking pissed.
Narrative. Even Angel Gotti, all he is behind the scenes of fucking creating fake drama to keep your lousy fucking channels alive. So you can have a voice. Four and 3/4
Why did he just say it like that? So you can have a voice.
years ago, you conned folks. I didn't con nobody.
Yes, you did. You conned everybody. You've done it 1,000 times since, fuckface.
Prove that I ever conned anybody. You can't. You can't.
Oh, shit. Look at this, guys. Kellyanne, my buddy. I hope you and Kira are well, Kellyanne. $50. Hi, Chris. I'm laughing. Pizza is Sean. Pizza. Oh, you mean his name? LOL, Kellyanne. Thank you so much, Kellyanne. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. It gets better. Watch.
All right. FBS's opinion is all he has. That's all that fucking bald, junkie, scumbag, gambling, degenerate
Anything else you want to throw in there or what?
has is an opinion. No facts, just opinions. Okay? You've been listening to a fucking guy who knows how to fucking manipulate. He knows how to play head games. He knows how to fucking con people. He knows how to convince people. How many times did he get on and fake cry and then come back on 3 days later and laugh
If I was fake crying, I was doing a hell of a job at it.
and say, that was just acting. I'm a good actor.
Oh, you're talking about...
How many times did he
Maybe
do
he's talking about like the Lee video and shit. I wasn't crying.
that? How many times did he lie and con people out of money and cry on fucking line and then come back and say, I was only acting.
It's called entertainment, fuckface. Well, what is this? If you think all this with SoFlo is real, why would his channel still be up, especially if you, Tube, was involved? I don't even understand the question. It's so goofy. You're telling me that if a guy gets deported, ICE notifies YouTube and YouTube takes his channel down? Do you really think that's what happens? Do you think anybody gives a fuck about YouTube? I mean, you're telling me that your proof that Tony isn't in jail or in another country right now is because his YouTube channel is still up. You voted for Trump, didn't you? I have a feeling. I've only seen Pizza this upset when his 13 sugars were stepped on with Splenda. They cut his shit. SoFlo got deported, not his social media account. Yeah, what a dumb fucking question. YouTube wouldn't have anything to do with him getting deported. His channels would still exist, of course. How to make the chat larger? Tell Pizza, try and rub it and blows up. Old Dick Dens has his opinion, and old toupee.
You guys are suckers. He called you suckers to your faces. All right? I never fucking called anybody a sucker.
Yeah, neither did I. I never called any of these people suckers. It's just something you're making up.
For the scumbags who gave me money thinking that I was gay and that they were going to hang out with me. They were suckers. Because if you believe anybody who says I'm gay, you're a fucking mental case.
There's nobody who doesn't believe you're gay. You're definitely gay. And that's okay. It's no big deal, but you are.
You love big women?
Oh, that's right.
Can we go home?
Oh, it's going to be a big payday for me. Tony Pizza's birthday is coming up. February, right? Oh, that's great. Tony, I'm taking your birthday this year, fuckface. So don't even try to fucking celebrate. If you try to celebrate your birthday this year, I'm suing you. I'm telling you right now. It's my birthday now. I've taken it legally. It's mine.
To each their own. You know what I mean? I like skinny women.
Daddy Dick.
But anyway.
Yeah, right, Mike?
This guy, for 4.5 years, all he's done is shared his opinion about my life, about me. No fucking nothing that he says has any credibility.
Even though a lot of it came from your mother.
And he's over there telling everybody he's Mr. Credibility.
I am.
Now, you know, when somebody tells you that, you know, when somebody says they're a good person, that's not for them to say. That's for other people to say. All right? So anybody who sits there on a show saying that they're Mr. Credibility, that you can listen to him and you should believe him. Believe what? That you're fucking, you invented yourself on YouTube?
Yep, same guy I always was.
You got coached by Don Berlin on how to reinvent yourself?
Don Berlin, the boogeyman. Everything about me and everything in my life and everything I do and say, Don Berlin is somehow totally responsible for. Very interesting. Don Berlin is I'm telling you, man, the way people see him, he is like a mythical figure, you know, who just is pulling the strings and making everything happen. He's like the George Soros of MobTube, according to these people.
How to fucking use people's information as power to scare them into your fucking bank account to give you money?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Tony.
Because that's all you do. You robbed people's information from a guy who gave you everybody's information.
Don Berlin never gave me information on anyone ever. Never.
From Social Security numbers, driver's license numbers, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I'm the man. I know how to get stuff.
You've been on this power trip because you got a friend like Don Berlin who has an office on Pennsylvania Avenue, who has access to all sorts of fucking government computers, who can give you everything about everybody, but yet you still haven't fucking come out and put anything real about me.
You feel another accident coming, Victor Falls? Well, let's just reminisce. Where is it? There we go.
So I don't fucking have.
All right, it won't play. Try again.
So I don't fucking have to worry about watching my mouth. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely not afraid of retards. Misfits and retards, junkies. Definitely not afraid of them either. So, you know. And I'm definitely not afraid of fucking 6'8" dirtbags. 6'8" dirtbags with no teeth. Fuck! Ah!
God, the joy that brings me. Oh my God, I love it. I wish he would have died in that accident. I swear to God, I wish he would have.
Because you know I did more than 23 fucking days in my time. You know.
Listen, Tony, you just said that I get information, like serious information on people, driver's license numbers, social security numbers, all this stuff. You just said this, that I get all this shit about people. And then you said, I know you did 23 days or more than 23 days in Alamance County. No, the exact same thing you said about how I get information on people, that's how I know you didn't do more than 23 days in the county. You were checked out so thoroughly, Tony, that anything you've ever been charged with in your life, I would have found out about. Anything and everything, no matter what. You simply had a stupid possession of stolen property, receiving stolen property charge in Alamance County, North Carolina, and you did 23 days. That is all you did, period, the end. I swear to Christ, There's only certain people on here I've done serious deep dives on, and Tony, you are one of them. The stuff I get doesn't just tell me shit you've been convicted of. It tells me every single thing you've ever been charged with. How do you think I had Johnny Mac? I did a show about 32 fucking charges in his life. Everything he's ever been charged with, even the stuff that wasn't prosecuted, it was dropped, or he got suspended sentences, everything. I did a whole show about it. Every single thing that guy ever got in trouble for, I had it. So believe me, Tony, I did the same deep dive on you, and there was just nothing to find. When you research Tony's life, guys, it's like he never even existed. There's that charge. There's some past addresses that basically belong to relatives of him, mostly his mother. I think he used his brother's address once or twice. There's a whole bunch of phone numbers, and that's really it. I mean, there's cars, some cars, makes and models, driver's license numbers, shit like that. But there's no there's nothing other than that about your criminal record. There's nothing on it. Nothing.
That I was connected. You know, you're scared of me. You know, I mean, you're still sending clips to the cops. You're still trying to get me.
Exact. D. Gainey, 100%. When the attention is taken off of him, he goes ballistic. And this is the day after Maureen played that phone call. And everybody was all happy and celebrating and shit. It wasn't about him, and it drives him crazy.
Hemmed up. You want me off the street. I'm a serial killer. Right? I'm a serial killer. That's what you want everybody to think now. So, am I a serial killer? Am I was never in the mob. I never knew anybody.
Voltaire's Kingdom. You're funny as shit. He's the guy in York, Pennsylvania, big dog. Hold on. Here's Tony talking about being in the mob again. We know he was never in the mob.
You know what I mean? But like I said, Francis validated me. Sammy the Bull validated me. Picture with Sharky.
Go see ya.
We can go on and on and on. I had Dominic Montiglio in my fucking team.
Hold on.
In the beginning.
Hold on.
I was never in the mob. I never knew anybody. You know what I mean? But like I said, Francis validated me.
Francis literally said, I met him in my lifetime, but I don't know who the guy is. I have no idea who he is. Okay. And who else?
Sammy the Bull validated me.
Sammy the Bull did not validate you. His story went back and forth from not knowing you to doing prison time with you, which we know is impossible because, again, you were never in prison. And even according to you, you were in prison from 1997 to 2001 when Sammy the Bull was not in prison. So,
picture with Sharky. We can go on and on and on.
He doesn't have any real pictures with anyone.
I had Dominic Montiglio in my fucking team.
No, he didn't. He probably had. I can only assume what he's talking about now is that somebody in his chat named themselves Dominic Montiglio, so he thinks Dominic Montiglio was in his chat. Which at that point, Dominic Montiglio was probably dead already. Okay? It's like me saying I got Tony Ducks Corallo in my chat. It's a screen name.
In the beginning, as
yeah, right. Mikey Stars never knew.
Can't remember the name he used, but you know, while he was alive, he was sending me money and helping me out. So, you know, you're not gonna sit here and fucking tell me that I'm not real.
Dominic Montiglio never sent you fucking money. You would have shown that to every fucking body. You're full of shit. It was a guy using his name.
Your opinion don't mean a fucking thing. Okay? And this Maureen Mo thing.
Alex, what's up, bro?
Okay? How he's sweetening up to her, saying, I love Maureen Mo. I don't have no problem with Maureen Mo. Of course you don't. You work behind the scenes. She's been running your neck.
I love Maureen Mo. I said I have no problem with Maureen Mo. For the most part, we get along. We've never really fought. I have no problem with her. Maureen has never done anything to me that I know of. Except for maybe those Nick Romano messages. But other than that, I got no problem with Maureen. So I'm not sweetening up to any fucking buddy. I act the same way with Maureen as I always did.
Narrative for you. But she don't come out with no information on me. Just like you don't come out with no information on me. But he's always...
There is no information on you to come out with. But see, that's right there. It's like a Freudian slip. He's telling you what's really on his mind is that, how come you guys don't talk about me more?
Say I'm a documented diddler.
You are.
Right? That's what you want to say. With no documents.
Yeah.
Right? I don't see Maureen Moe trying to fucking clear my name.
I know. Dux, I literally knew you were going to come in and say that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm lying through my teeth, as I always do, according to Tony Peets. I know you're the real guy.
And there's nothing out there that says that I ever did anything.
I just didn't know if you wanted people to know. So, I was just protecting you.
And heinous in my life. But you fucking people are so fucking deluded on your fucking Obama drugs that you just keep getting fooled and fooled and fooled. He wants to throw my name into some fucking bullshit, fucking ring of bullshit. Oh, when Tony Pizza said he got hit by a car, he got money from... No. If I wouldn't have got hit by the car, I would have still got the money from the people.
No. Tony, every time your funds are low, that's a disease called my funds are low. Every time you're not bringing in as much as you'd like to, okay, you come up with some scheme. I'm getting an apartment. I need money for an RV. There's always something. And that time you said that you got hit by a car while pushing Leon out of the way so he didn't get hit by a car. It was proven you didn't get hit by a car because your injuries that you said you sustained did not exist. You did not have those injuries. And you used it to raise money. You were telling people every day, oh, my back hurts. Oh, everything hurts. Oh, I watched as people gave you money specifically for that reason.
Because I was staying in fucking hotel rooms. All right? And the fact that I know Joe Candela sold my information to fucking Joey Dimes for drugs, because the day I got doxxed by Joey Dimes, exactly what room I was in, exactly what hotel I was in, I sat in that room looking at the ceiling going, if Joe Candela calls me today, I know it's him. And the whole fucking day, I walked on eggshells because I didn't want it to be him. I really loved Joe Candela because of the help he gave me in the beginning, telling me he was a Christian brother, telling me that he's all about Jesus and doing the right thing and this, that, and the other thing.
He's all about Jesus and this, that, and the other thing.
Really took him into my heart. I went to see him.
I took him into my heart. He took him into your ass, maybe.
Okay? I don't go out of my way to see anybody. Him I went to go see. Him I broke bread with. And the cops...
Hey, give me a second. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll just let this play. Don't leave. And if anybody else wants to donate, please do. But even if nobody does, I just want to tell you guys, I truly appreciate you. You definitely brightened up my day a little bit, just with the donations I already got, because I expected today to be like yesterday. And so if anybody else wants to donate, please do. It all helps. It really does. But even if nobody else does, thank you guys who did. Thank you.
Sucker called me up that fucking same day at 5 fucking o'clock. My heart fucking sank. Kudos. He was all high as a kite. All happy. Because I did a good show that day. I just fucking told him, I said, you motherfucker. He's like, what? You think I gave you up? Now, why would you jump right to that conclusion that I think you gave me up? Why? It took Joey Dimes all fucking day to go from Atlantic City to Toms River to deliver drugs to fucking Joe Candela. He finally got his dose and he called me up. So he must have been sick as a dog all fucking day. Well, I was sick as a dog all day wondering how the fuck did Joey Dimes find my location? Because I had no fucking proof until Joe Candela called me at 5 fucking o'clock in the afternoon. No fucking proof. I said, if Joe calls me today, I know it was him. Sure enough.
Let me let it run a second here. If he gets back to me, I'll keep it going. If not, I'll shut it down. At some point he does stop, but I can't remember.
Fucking guy called. It was him. Sure enough, that fuck. George Droid.
He does.
The Ripper is in Miami detention center right now. Team Pizza wins again. If you say so. If you say so.
Team Pizza win. What do you mean? So what did Team Pizza have to do with it? The credit should be given to the people that were involved, whoever they were. Now, I name certain people because that's the only people I know for sure were involved. But anybody who took part in this and helped make it happen deserves the credit. Give them their credit. You know what I mean? And don't talk about Team Pizza wins again. I mean, technically we all win because he's gone. But, you know, don't act like you had anything to do with it. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's going to lose his fucking mind. Oh my God. Tony, you're going to lose it. You're not going to believe this. $50 from Joe Candela. Happy pizza birthday. Oh my God. Joe, thank you. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. I don't think Joe hasn't donated to me since Christmas of 2021. And I only remember because it was the super chat war. Oh my God. That's fucking great. Guys, I just got $50 from Joe Candela. Holy shit. Oh, pizza. Thank you, pizza. You stupid fuck. You just made me money. SoFlo was in the ICE Detention Center library asking if they had a copy of Sun Tzu. He's still trying to figure it out. He certainly didn't understand it the first time. Chris Gasparosa and Maureen showed you Sun Tzu. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You thought fucking Chris Gasparosa was gone. You abused his family, and you thought he just disappeared and let it go. And the whole time, he was doing everything in his power to destroy your fucking life, and it worked. It worked. Beautiful. That's Sun Tzu, bro. When you're strong, make it appear that you're weak.
So, because, you know, the fucking blowjob with the skull cap, pretending he's not in his mommy's room. You know what I mean? That guy that's got the backdrop up all of a sudden because he baited everybody to say he might have to take a, you know, go on the.
Tony, I'm not asking for money because I'm on a trip. I'm not I don't know. I don't know what to say. My point is, the trip has nothing to do with anything. The trip I paid for, you know, in other words, I don't understand what Tony thinks my end game is. Why wouldn't I just sit in my room with my equipment and let everybody see that I'm there and do my shows as normal with my microphone and my camera that I like and all that, instead of using a MacBook fucking, what do you call it? The camera that's, you know, part of the laptop, the webcam, whatever. And using this one bullshit light and these two stupid lapel mics. Why wouldn't I just sit in my house and do as quality a show as I can if I was at home? Why would I pretend to be somewhere else? It doesn't benefit me. Nobody's throwing money at me because I'm gone. Look at the last few days. That's proof of it. So what the fuck are you even talking about? There has to be motive behind shit like this. But again, Tony Pizza does these very types of things he's describing. So, you know, he projects it onto everybody else. Look at this. $50 from a former pizza fan matching Joe. Oh, my God. That's great. $50 more. He's matching Joe Candela. Oh, you're making me money today, Pizza. You're making me money. This is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Tony Pizza's former fan.
Run. Well, George, I guess George Droid is not paying attention
Sammy G31 is going to start talking shit any second, just to let you guys know.
to what FBS is saying or what I'm saying.
What's up, Stevie B? The Gooch.
She played the recording. FBI, we all know FBS is full of crap. George Droid. It was a congressman's office, and the guy sounded just like Don Berlin.
He did not sound like Don Berlin. Everybody here has heard Don Berlin, Tony. How do you expect to get away with saying this?
In my opinion, that guy sounded exactly like Don Berlin.
In your opinion, you're as delusional as could possibly be. So your opinion means absolutely nothing. What do you mean in your opinion?
In my opinion.
Good. Look, guys, let me show you. You want to see? Before I did the show, I had to order DoorDash because, again, I'm away from home. And by the way, I'm in an area where there's so many fucking restaurants. I ordered it at 10:45. It was here at 11. This is my, since I'm at home and stuff, this is my fucking, that's my lunch. Wawa. Yeah. And another giant bottle of water, sir. Another giant bottle of water.
Okay, and Don Berlin was in touch with Saccio. Okay? Why did Don Berlin and Saccio...
All right, guys, this is getting boring now, so... And I can't stay on long because, I already been on... Oh, what the fuck, man? I've already been on an hour and 32 minutes, and as you know, I'm pressed for time. 40 likes only. Please hit the like button when you come in. Yeah, guys, do that now. Please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it very, very much. I don't think there's anything left in that video that's real funny. I just wanted to play you him flipping out about me and stuff. You know, it's hilarious. And this whole thing, I think, pisses him off. I don't know if he, is mad because he wasn't part of it. I don't know what the fuck it is. But who gives a shit? I wasn't part of it either. But Tony's gone. I don't give a fuck how it happened. Point is, it happened. I think. We're pretty sure it happened. So what is it? Why are you so pissed off, Tony? Anyway, guys, listen. I got to get going. I got to go do what I got to do. And I will be back on tonight. I'll make sure I get back to the room in time to do another MobTube show and maybe a politics show. Thank you, Stevie B. Hit the like, guys. Thanks for everything. I'll see you guys tonight. I love you all. And until next time, salute.